welcome to my broke down car, or welcome back to my broke down car. Also a mukbang. I'm sweating. Uh, so I'm sitting in my car in the garage with like a whole bunch of lamps set up around me. About to eat. It's also probably like 12-ish at night. It's just, getting into the eating. I don't want to flip the pizza over, so I'm just gonna turn it this way and get into my things. Also, I just got dressed from like the knees up. You know what I mean? Like I didn't bother putting on like real shoes. So wait, house shoes. House shoes. The house. Dang, I wish I had like a table or something. Because I feel like that would be nice. Like that would be wonderful. Hold on, I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay. Yes. Okay. So. Wow. Okay, is that weird? Okay, it's not weird. So, wait, let me get the Pepsi out. I just wanted to talk about where did my light go? Okay, we're still good on lighting. Okay, so wait, no, that back one. There it is. There it is. Okay, so oh yeah, like I've been meaning to upload and stuff like that, but I never get sick. Like that never happened to me. But your boy got sick. Sick. So like yeah, I had a temperature, like a fever or whatever, and it was 104 something. Wow, mukbang slash story time. Okay, yeah, I'm over here like dead silent. So I want to say it was. Oh, there we go. So I want to say it was probably
2,000 years later.
like Thursday. It's like a Thursday, and yes. Oh yeah, this is Parmesan by the way. Oh yeah, and the pizza, it's like barbecue chicken. I'll put in a little clip right here. So yeah, so I woke up and I was feeling like I was dead, and I was like, "Am I dead? Am I still alive?" Like I had a sort of mad sore throat, and oh yeah, and then as soon as I like sat up out of in bed, I was like mad lightheaded. So I was just confusion, and I was the only one home, so I was like, "Yo, I don't know if I'm dying, but um, like I feel like I'm just like mad hot or whatever." So I was like, "We don't have a thermometer or what's it called, temperature taker thing, thermometer." So like, let me go buy one. So my car battery's been tripping lately. So I'm like, okay, I know my car battery's gonna be tripping. So I'm like, I can crank my car and then leave it cranked while I go in the store or whatever. So I do that. So I crank my car up and I see the battery light comes on. I'm like, okay, well, let me just leave it cranked so I don't have to like recrank it or whatever. So I go to the store, get the thermometer, come out, and then like my car starts tripping. Like a whole bunch of lights pop up in the dash, battery lights on, the mirrors start folding out and in by themselves. I'm like, okay, I take my temperature and my at the time it was like 103 something. So then I'm like, okay, 103. And I'm like, well, let me just get home because I was going to go to the hospital once I found out I had a fever. But I was like, well, the car's not even going to make it to the hospital. So, like, let me just try to make it home. And then, like, I'll just die at home in peace. So I'm on my way home. And then, like, by the way, I went to Walmart. Walmart's like half a mile from my house. So on my way home, the car just, everything shuts off. Everything locks up. Yes. Oh, wait. Are there peppers? Oh, see. So I'm like, I FaceTime my sister and I'm just like, I'm dying and my car is shutting off right now. I'm breaking down in the middle of the road. And like the whole car just shuts off and I'm like, FML. So I have a fever. Mind you, like I live in Texas, so like it's always hot regardless. So now the AC, now I won't have AC and I'm just going to be sitting in a hot car in the middle of the street, like dying. So I'm like, FML. So I'm just sitting there and car broke down or whatever. And then I call my mom, and then somebody finally comes out to, like, somebody comes and jumps my car. So I get a jump, and then I go home, and, so I don't want to get home. Eat. Yes. Jeez. Can you see that? Can you see that? I'm just gonna add like more of everything. Like, oh my god. Sometimes like I'm not a real like big food person, but then when you get good food, so I don't even know. I lost track of where it was. So yeah, so I get a jump, so I'm able to make it home. And what happened when I got home? So I get home and I call my mom again. She tells me like some at-home remedies and stuff like that to do. So I'm like, okay. And like hours go by, blah blah blah. I do those remedies, and then I call my dad. And I'm like, hey, like I'm dying. You know, like my temperature's 104 or something. And he's like, go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. Like people get 104 or something like that's when they start dying. And he's just scaring me because I looked up on Google and it was like if your temperature's past 104, that's when you start getting like permanent brain damage, and then like you could die in between. I think like 105 and 108, people start dying and having seizures and stuff. So I'm like, bruh. So I didn't listen to him because I was like, I don't know, like when you're broke, you just be like, how much is that for the medicine? How much? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just die. I'll just die. How much for the ambulance? How much for that? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I'll just Uber. I'll just Uber there. Okay, thank you. Like that. That was literally me. So I'm like, well, car broke down on my way to the hospital. So I got back home. I'm like, I guess it's just meant for me to die here. And I don't like, I'm not trying to spend no money on like medicine, or I don't know how emergency rooms work. So I'm like, wait, let me, jeez. So I'm like, I'll just stay here. So I go to sleep, wake up probably like 2, 3 a.m. and I call my mom because at this point like my temperature went back up. So like it went down and then it went back up to like, I don't know, like 104, almost 105. So I'm like, definitely not trying to die in here, and I really felt like I was dying. Oh my god, yes. F me up. Everything. So look at, wait, I think the light exposure. I don't know how to do things. So yeah, So I call her and I'm like, yo, like I'm dying. And she comes upstairs with like some honey and some cayenne pepper or something like that, trying to do some more at home remedies. And I'm like, I'm dying. Take me to the hospital. She's like, okay, I'll just take you to the hospital. I'm like, really, like, I'm really over here dying. Like, I don't want. I was like, I don't want any more at home remedies. So she takes me to the hospital. Her and her husband take me to the hospital, and he's driving or whatever. And at this point, then I start feeling like my throat closing up because, side note, I'm just dropping stuff. There's like this weird white stuff in the back of my throat, and it looked disgusting. And like the night before or something, I ate popcorn, so I was telling my mom like, yo, like I think that's popcorn. I think popcorn got stuck back there. Blah blah blah. She's like, that's not popcorn. And I'm like, I think it's popcorn. Like I'm pretty sure it's popcorn. She's like, that's not popcorn. So I had like this white stuff in the back of my throat, and it was kind of hard for me to eat anything, to drink anything, just to even like swallow saliva. So on the way to the hospital, my throat started feeling like it was closing up, and I was like in the back seat. Like, how much longer? How much longer? Till we get to the hospital. And then she's like 7 minutes. It'll be like 7 minutes. We're almost there. Blah blah blah. And then then they got lost, taking me to the hospital, and that 7 minutes turned into about 25. Okay, yeah. So I'm just enjoying the moment. So the 7 minutes turned into 25 minutes, and then I get to the hospital and I tell them everything, and my mom's thinking I have like strep throat, and then oh yeah, so then they like send me to this room, and they're like, okay, just stay here, like a doctor will come or a nurse will come, blah blah blah. So I'm literally laying in that room like dying for about 45 minutes, like nobody came. And then somebody finally came after I was about to get up. So I was about to get up and go in there and start going off on people like in the hospital, like screaming, like I'm dying. You know what I mean? So so I come in there and they're like, okay, we're gonna check you for strep throat. So the test is like this long, not popsicle stick, but more of a like kind of like a popsicle stick slash Q-tip, but just like mad long. Like we have to stick it all in the back of your throat. Like this is the worst part. Blah blah blah. And I'm thinking like, I'm like, ma'am, I have bad gag reflex. Blah blah blah. And she's like, no, like come on. And like jabs the thing in the back of my throat, and I was like, all right, we're done. But yeah, so come to find out, I didn't have strep throat. I had tonsillitis. Just like out the window. So yeah, tonsillitis, and then the medicine was only like $30 or something for the medicine. So like, you know what I mean? Like I would have died over $30 because just me being me. Like, I'd be like, how much is that? How much is that? How much is it? All right, I'll die. I'll die. Like, and I'll just literally like. So yeah. Um, today is like Friday. Well, Friday night slash Saturday. So I guess it's been a week since it started, and I didn't eat for like about 2 or 3 days. So kind of making up for that now. But yeah, that's my tonsillitis scare. Everything's like, I don't want to say back to normal. I want to say like 90% back to normal. I mean, I haven't looked. Let me look. Let me look. Yeah, like 90 something percent, like 95% back to normal. But like the weird thing was, after my mom like and her husband brought me back from the hospital, then then I woke up and my mom texted me. She was like, "I'm at the hospital. I had to go to the hospital. I had like a bad migraine, blah blah blah, and I just feel like horrible." And like my mom has like bad migraines all the time, so like I'm just kind of like used to it. So, so I'm just like used to it. So she's at the hospital, and apparently it was something like, "Oh my god, no 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 no, my lights, yay!" Okay, so wait, is that just gonna be on? Can I trust it? Things. So yeah, so she was like, I'm at the hospital and I'm probably gonna be here like overnight. So I'm all right, and then girl, so she's like, yeah, I'm at the hospital, and I'm probably gonna be here overnight, blah blah. So like a day goes by, and then like the following day, I had like a dream about my grandma. So I woke up, and but that night I had a dream about everybody, literally everybody, and their dog and their mama. So like, you know. So, but I just called my grandma because I was like, yo, like I had this dream. Y'all. Ooh, what is she? Bitch. Okay. Up. Like, so, yeah, so I called my grandma and I'm like, hey, grandma, like I had a dream about you, blah, blah, blah. So I was just calling, checking in, da, 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 da. And also, I was like, did my mom tell you that she's in the hospital right now because da, 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 da. And my grandma was like, oh my God, no, like she didn't tell me she was in the hospital. I've been trying to call her for 2 days. And I'm like, yeah, she's been in the hospital for 2 days. But I was like, but like right before she went in the hospital, I was in the hospital because I was like, I almost died, blah, blah, blah. Like I had tonsillitis. So my grandma was like, oh my God, like that's crazy, yada, yada, yada. And she's like, all right, I gotta go real quick and I'll call you back later. So as soon as I get off the phone with her, my sister calls me. And my sister was like, hey, I just got off the phone with mommy. And she said, did Zachariah tell, and she said, did Zach tell you that grandma was in the hospital? And I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, I just got off the phone with grandma. She's not in the hospital. I was like, I would know if she was in the hospital because, like, I mean, I had a dream about her, so I called her. But like, there was hospital sounds in the background. But like, she would have told me she was in the hospital if I'm sitting there calling her like, "Hey, I was over here dying. Like, my mom's in the hospital." And then my sister was like, "Yeah, she's in the hospital right now." And like, mommy's in the hospital. And, like, you just got out the hospital. She's like, "I need all y'all to stop dying at the same time." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Wow, that was just crazy." I don't know, random. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was in the hospital, and then I don't know. That's just random. Like, how you gonna be on the phone with somebody and not tell them you're in the hospital? But then I feel like she thought I knew. So after I found out she did, she thought. So after I found out that my grandma didn't know that I didn't know she was in the hospital, you know what I mean? Like she thought I was calling because she thought I knew she was in the hospital. I was like, dang. Ew. So yeah, and I just want to talk about this outfit real quick. It's kind of probably like washed out from the lights, but light exposure. But hold on, jeez, switch. It's literally like about to thunderstorm outside, and I'm like, as I'm sitting in the garage, like eating pizza. So, yeah. So my sister got me. Jeez, how can I show this? So my sister got me this G Shock like a couple years ago for my birthday, and then my brother just gave me this shirt like a week or two ago, and oh yeah, and then this is a Ed Hardy hat. I'm not gonna take it off because just know it's Ed Hardy hat, and then just silver chain, little earring moment, eyebrows as per usual. I literally almost forgot that I had this Pepsi. Ew. Almost forgot I had this Pepsi. Eh. I don't know. I just love like you ever drink something like carbonated and it's just so strong that it hits the back of your throat and then you just be like it hurts but like you like it, you know what I mean? And you just be like yes. Every time I drink a sip. I'm only on my second piece of pizza and this is like so each one of these is probably like each slice is probably like 10 to 12 inches long. You know what I mean? Dead. Like, you know what I mean? I always say that. Like, nobody knows what I mean. So, we're going to attempt to eat the whole pizza. No, I'm joking. No. But yeah, so I usually I'm a very, 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 very light eater. Like, I have the appetite of maybe like a 4 or 5 year old. You know what I mean? But people are always asking me like, "What is your diet like? What do you be eating?" I'm like, I be saying that I eat normal because I used to think that I ate normal, but then I realized people really be ODing all the time on every meal on every occasion. I'm like, every meal is not Thanksgiving. You cannot get us like here. Right, I'm not about to go on a rant, but like you know what I mean. Like I thought that I ate normal, and then come to find out I eat like a 2 year old. You know what I mean? I eat like a fetus. I eat like a child, a newborn, an infant, a fetus, a sper. But yeah, so I guess I kind of eat normal, but I don't know. Sometimes when I get hungry, which this sounds like I'm starving myself, but like I'm not. I just know when the people get bored, sometimes they tend to like just like snack. You know what I mean? So I used to do that sometimes. Like I used to do that sometimes, but now when I get hungry sometimes or if I'm bored, then like when I get hungry sometimes or if I'm bored, then I'll just get like gum, like I chew gum a lot, gum, peppermints, water, boom. So skinny legend tip of the day, peppermints and water, gum and water, as I'm eating like a whole box of these. I'm not gonna lie, everything on this pizza smack. The Parmesan, smack. The peppers, smack. The barbecue sauce, smack. Like just better than normal barbecue sauce. Don't get it twisted. This is like I would dunk chicken strips up in this all day. Smack. The chicken on top, smack. This cheese on top, it's like multiple types of cheese. Smack. The crust, smack. The bread, smack. No, I'm kidding. The box, smack. By the way, this video is like 35 minutes long right now. 34 minutes and like 42 seconds long right now. There's no way I'm putting this as one cut. Like, no, not there yet. Not about to know because I'm literally, like, I don't know. I don't know what people like to see, like on mukbangs. You know what I mean? Mukbang, 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 whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if you want to see the whole situation, or if you want jump cuts. You know what I mean? I'm jump cutting some stuff. Like, I'm not about to be up in here for 35 minutes. Like, no. I'm surprised the lights are still even on. Like, you know what I mean? So I tried to do a vlog the other day, like first vlog. Like I woke up at like 1 p.m. and then I was like, I had a dream about some cheesecake. It was the same night about the dream about my grandma. So like, and just in the dream, I was like, oh, this cake is good. Like you should try some, grandma. And then like cake, yeah. So I was like, let me go get some cake. Like that's the mission for the day. First meal of the day, cheesecake. So that's pretty much what the vlog was, and I don't know. Like I was like, I never finished the vlog. I finished that cake, but I never finished the vlog. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I should do with that. Like, I just delete it, like curl out, delete, or I just finish it. You know what I mean? By the way, I'm gonna show y'all this setup that I have going on. Like, I don't know, should I? I feel like I drug all these lamps out here. Like, y'all need to know what's going on. You know what I mean? Oh, so this is the setup. I literally have like all these lamps and a flashlight and a little lamp sitting in the hood scoop. I have an extension cord hooked up to another extension cord, hooked up to another extension cord, plugged into the wall. And then, oh yeah, by the way, love this BMW logo thing. Then I had the windows down because I was sweating. Like, I don't know, there's no freaking ventilation up in this garage. Then I drug a whole tote in the thing, sit in the seat so I could put the pizza up there. Heller. Like, this is, who does, nobody does this. Nobody does this, I promise you. No one does. Especially for this just to be sitting here like, mukbang with me in my broke down car. My car situation. Like, I got a new battery, I got a new starter, I got a new alternator, so I don't know why the battery light's still on, and then it just be like, the battery be dying sometimes, so at this point, I'm just so over this car. Like, I've literally, something breaks on it every month, but like, that's typical BMWs, but still, I'm just like, I'm not putting no more money into this, so guess I'll be walking, like, dead ass, walking, or taking the bike. And then I'll just film in here. Like, this is the new filming studio. I guess that's the video for today. By the way, this pizza place, no. So this pizza place is called Bosses. I don't know if they're like everywhere, but they're here. And pizza smacks, to be honest. Oh, it says, does it say Texas? T-E-X, Texas. Texas. Yeah, okay, I guess they're in Texas only. Sorry about it. But, yeah, so this pizza honestly smacks. Like, shout out to y'all. So for more videos from me, um, I don't know, subscribe, because what else are you doing? Subscribe? No. No, yeah. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the post notification bell to get a notification every time I upload. And until next time. Wait. I cannot believe our real life just did this.